Go ahead, please.
All right. Why don't you first give me your name and title, please.
Okay.
Or whatever you want to come up with.
Okay, my name is Ana Ochoa, and I am a fashion photographer.
Fashion photographer.
My name is Ana Ochoa, and I am a fashion and headshot photographer.
Okay, Anna. So tell me how you got started.
Well, I've always loved to take pictures ever since I was little. My parents gave me a Polaroid camera, and I used to go and shoot around with it and try to different effects and such. And I also played around with a film camera. I always wanted to be a director when I was little. And as I grew up, you know, in high school, I did the photography for the yearbook, and I was like the president of the photography club and all those nerdy photography things.
So you always knew this was your passion?
I mean, I always knew I wanted to do something creative and visual, you know, whether it was film or photography. But I never really thought photography was going to be my thing until I took a class in college where there was a fashion photographer, and we got to do the studio lighting and got really creative, where we actually did all the controlling of the subject and the lighting, and then it's like that's when I fell in love.
And what is it that drives you? What is it that you see that captures your eye?
I just see beauty in everything, from, you know, every little thing in life, just life itself. I always, you know, I always try to see the positive in things and in every person, and that's how I photograph. I always try to bring out the positive energy in people, the inside and outside beauty.
And did you ever, when you were first starting out, did you ever have people tell you, oh please? You know,
Oh yeah, all the
tell
time.
me about that.
Everybody, you know, laughed at me when I said I wanted to be a fashion photographer. Even now, you know, when I have friends back home, they can't believe I take the pictures I take, and, you know, everybody asks me, did you really take those? Like, you did that? And I'm like, yeah, you know, everyone always made fun of me. I mean, you know, everyone's supportive, but they just they didn't understand where that came from, because, you know, I'm not your typical photographer, as you might say.
Yeah, you're pint size.
Yeah, I'm little, I look like I'm 15, like, you know, when I go up to people and I say I'm a fashion photographer, they're like, oh, okay, and then they see my work and they're like, whoa, you know, like, you did this? I'm like, yes, I swear, they're my pictures, you know?
That was me!
Yeah, I'm like, I did that, I promise. So, yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to, like, you know, people don't take me as seriously when they first see me, but it's kind of, you know, it's kind of a compliment that when they do see my work, they're completely, you know, struck by it. So it's, you know, it makes me feel good.
Has it been a struggle to get to the level that you are?
I mean, I don't ever really see anything as a struggle. It was difficult at first to get motivated to start going, because it is, you know, a hard industry to get into. I had absolutely no connections. Nobody in my family, you know, my whole family's in Venezuela. My parents are the only ones here. My dad's a journalist and my mom's an engineer. So, like, I had nothing, you know what I mean? So I guess that was the hardest part, to actually get started. But one day I just decided to do it, and I did it.
What's it feel like when, you know, there are so many people, unfortunately, that go to work every day and they hate what they do. You love it. What's it like when you're doing your work and you're shooting these girls?
It just, time flies by. It's just like so much fun. I feel like because I'm not really a girly girl, but when I do this, I do feel like very girly, and I get to, you know, dress girls up, and, you know, I give input on the makeup, I give input on the hair. I like to do the whole creative side behind it, you know, the location, everything goes into it, and I kind of just envision it. And I'm not so much a planner, but I kind of plan at the moment, and once I see you and once we talk and I get to know you, I kind of feel you out, and from there, you know, we see where we're going. Even for headshots, that's more simple. You know, all actors are different, so I, you know, mold every shoot towards a person.
Now, you know, with fashion photography, a lot of the people that you deal with are just stunningly beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
But when you have a regular person, you know, is it rewarding to see them, like, look at the picture and like, wow, I look beautiful?
Yeah, that is one of the best parts. You know, I get a lot of girls that just want to do something for their boyfriends, you know, look pretty and, you know, do like a modeling shoot. And I recommend it for everyone, especially like if you're in your 20s or 30s, like, do a shoot just to make yourself feel good about yourself, because you look at yourself and you're like, wow, I didn't know I could do that. You know, I have a lot of girlfriends that, you know, since they're my friends, they're like, I need to do a shoot with you, you know, I've never done this before. And I'm like, you know, I work with people that are just starting out, whether they want to get into modeling or, like I said, just doing it for fun. and it's always great to see those people, because models are used to seeing themselves that way, whereas somebody that's new, you know, it's their first shoot, isn't used to it, so they're always so happy.
Right. And what would you tell others who, you know, may be afraid to pursue their dreams because it just may seem like the impossible thing to do?
It's hard, you know, it's not an easy road, especially if you're doing your own business by yourself, because it can be lonely at times, you know, like you have to get up every morning, you have to make sure you get jobs, you have to motivate yourself. It's not easy, but it is the most, you know, satisfying and gratifying feeling in the world to know that you built this from the bottom up all on your own. And you know what I mean? Like, I would say just go for it. Like, try to save as much money, you know, as you can, doing whatever job pays the bills. Work as hard as you can for a year so that you can, you know, pursue your dream, because usually your dreams, you know, it's harder to make money at first. But if it's something you really love, you'll be successful, and at least you tried.
Right. Do you, now I know that you've done some celebrities. Trina, tell me about the rapper, and do you sometimes, like, surprise yourself that you've gotten to...
Yeah, you know, I haven't been doing it professionally for as long as I would have liked to. You know, I look back now and I do wish that I would have started sooner. That's why I say, like, try to start as soon as you can, you know, your dreams, because you know, you're always, if you make it, you're always going to wish you started sooner. But I am surprised, you know, like I did the photo shoot for Trina for the Source magazine. You know, I've had the opportunity to shoot, you know, Puff Daddy and Nelly when I was just starting out, because I was doing shoots at clubs, and, you know, you find ways to get into the business. And yeah, I guess it is, you know, it's exciting, and I can't wait for, you know, bigger opportunities and to continue doing what I'm doing.
Any parting thought you want to leave us with?
Well, just basically, I really wanted to do this because I want everybody who's out there doubting themselves, especially here in LA. You know, it's a hard environment. You have to really push through, you know, everything in order to get where you want to go, and you just got to keep pulling through and keep believing in yourself, because no one's gonna believe in you as much as yourself. So every night before you go to sleep, just smile and be happy to be alive, and be happy that you have this opportunity, because it's, you know, you've got one life and you got to live it.
Beautiful. See how peace is.
Yay!
You did it! You were brilliant! Alright, so let's get you shooting the girls, and then we'll get some interaction with you and me, but I just have to move our microphone and refresh my old cakey stuff. It's 2:30 in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness, I don't know how you're.
Alright, Mikey, the fun begins now.